Gods and goddesses, welcome to the top 5 plays of Smite Week 13. My name's Inuki, let's cut to the action. Tyler and Mobility Gaming go up against Team Random 5. Ymir, Shibalonke and Wukong turn up with hardly any energy to contest the Fire Giant. Typical Ymir stops for no babies and just lets himself in uninvited. Odin provides a girdle of might for Team Random 5. Ymir getting stunned against the wall, and at that very same time, Spirit's Tempest attempts to take the Fire Giant. It fails to kill the Volcano Lord, but critically hits Odin and Anher, whilst Ymir shatters like a coward. Shibalonke loses the game of the floor is lava, and Team Random 5 receive beneficial healing from Ra. Bacchus attempting to escape, but is just about to die from the damage over time from tornadoes. He ages to prevent that when our hero Guan Yu shows up. Tyler engages Super Janitor mode with his Girdle of Might and prepares a hardcore tidy up. The only question he asks himself is, will it blend? Anher and Ra blend quite nicely together for a lovely frothy Egyptian milkshake, and Tyler doesn't want to ruin it with that nasty Odin flavor, so lets him go. In the shadows, he hides no longer. Shadow Q, preaching some more Guan Yu, gets a hyper fist bump from Comrade of Fire Zapman for his life-saving heroism. After an unfavorable result at the Gold Fury for Root Gaming, Anher and Freya have no time to mourn the loss of their team and run for it. Zapman as Agni has a sensational lust for Lassus and flame paths around the corner to get closer to the kill. A quick reaction from Lassus leads to Agni getting impaled against the wall. With only one more auto attack needed, Guan Yu responds to the cry of help. It was the warrior's will that saved him, and in this case Shadow Q's will is an absolute tear-jerking act of friendship. Keep Shadow Q close to you, Zapman. Forever remember this. In third place, Mobility Gaming shows us the perfect unison raid against Omega Gaming. The battle begins at the Gold Fury. Ymir stalls it with shards of ice, additionally making himself immune to Ares' no escape. Once the tanks had finished tangoing, Unison Raid activate! Wukong, Shibalonke and Poseidon within milliseconds of each other wreck all 5 members of the opposing team. That was an unsanctioned use of magical energy. But wait, there are survivors. Force skyrockets out of there, leaving abandoned shipmate Ares scallywaggling for an escape path. Pekis ironically makes sure Ares has no escape. Then Team Mobility goes on to grab the Gold Fury. Team Mobility's positioning is wondrous as Wukong comes up from behind. On the other hand, Omega Gaming commences what is known as Formation Get Hit by Everything. As aerodynamic as this group formation is, they are swamped by a flurry of ultimates. The timing between all 3 ultimates hitting is extremely impressive, leaving no time to react. At 1/8 speed, we can see the barrel of stuns soar through the air. Watch how close all the ultimates are from each other. After that synergy attack, Omega Gaming are lucky to not have permanent retina damage. Great job, Mobility Gaming. We wish you all the best. Leaping into number 2, solo ranked Q. Zumbro and Moves shows us what it means to be battle buddies. After just obtaining the mana buff rendering Wukong's leap on cooldown, Sobek decides that his war brethren is ready to take on a Hades with his ultimate off cooldown. Sobek throws tail whips and then lurks in the waters to escape. Wukong's Aegis is superbly timed, and 4 is unable to get out of the way of Sobek's ultimate, blastoising him for incredible damage. Seeing 4 about to flee the battlefield, Moves 327 whacks on his girdle, increasing physical and magical power by 10%. 4 decides to thunderdunk Wukong with bravery, stunning him for a second. Wukong's barrel had yet to land on the ground, meaning that 4 too gets a round of dazing. Sobek tail whips once more, sending 4 into the out-of-bounds area where Tower picks up the kill. Great job, Tower. Thanks to splitting up and searching for clues, Wukong ensures that Hades doesn't get away either. And he might have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling throws. 2 things make this play particularly awesome. The Aegis timing being the first. Wukong was a few seconds away from being able to leap and waits perfectly for Berserker Barrage from 4 before hitting his immunity, negating 2 sources of damage. Secondly, Zumbro the Wukong manages to throw his ultimate as to be able to stun 4 after he lands, giving Sobek time to knock him into oblivion. Do you know the true meaning of pain? This week's top play featuring 2v1 against Anher in his tower. Anher, acting as sentry in the tower, is trying to keep Borderland Gaming Oda and Freya at bay. Odin tries to imprison, but unhurt impales the sucker into his tower. Anher seeks cover from Freya's pulse whilst Odin recovers and creates his happy place. Freya's slowed in the obelisk and Odin's taking too much damage from Anher's Desert Fury and the tower, thus forced to Aegis. Odin flees to no avail. Freya reveals her final form, but Anher too has been holding back, jumping and then Aegising, avoiding the majority of the damage. Freya descends and Anher positions himself to impale Freya as close to the center as the tower as possible. Who gets the final kill but Minion 34 and his legitimate archery skills? Pain has demonstrated that imperfect attacks can be catastrophic. Not only did he destroy their reckless tower dive, starting with little over half health, he made it look easy. A heart-beating moment in Smite history. This is a dodge that bards will sing for aeons to come. Freya and Odin should respawn happy as witnesses to the birth of the one true god, Pain. Notice how Anher doesn't even jump away. This guy knew he could take Freya. He never backed down. Pain has a warrior spirit that is unmatched. But now you can send in your top plays too. I hope to see you guys in the future. For now though, I'm Inuki. I'm going into the jungle. Play for free at smitegame.com.